What's up, everybody? Truman here from Truman H Fishing, and today I wanted to talk about some good specs for a beginner bass fisherman for a bait caster. So if you've gotten to the point where you want to start throwing a bait caster, you're going to go online and probably read a bunch of stuff about how for this kind of bait, you need this kind of rod. For this bait, you need this kind of rod, right? And there's going to be, there's a lot of confusion probably, and there's a lot of options being thrown out there. And I just wanted to talk a couple minutes about some of my favorite rods, or specs of rods, favorite rods too, to use on a bait caster. And I'll kind of tell you, I'll kind of give you the progression of each rod, and then throughout my fishing journey, they kind of talk about what I use it for now. So the first rod I have is a Daiwa. I guess it's a Tatula. I don't really know how to say it, if I'm being completely honest. Let me get it around here so I can show you all of that. The name, here we go. So it's Daiwa. And this is over an easier way to do it. This is a 7.2 heavy with a fast action. So 3/8 to 1/2 ounce, 12 to 25 pound test line, right? Anyway, I've got it paired with a Lew's laser. I don't even know if they still make lasers or not, but a Lew's laser, it's like a 701, I believe. This is my first rod and reel when I got a little more serious about fishing. My very first one was an Avid Garcia, like Silver Max or something like that, Black Max, whatever the hell it was, or whatever the heck it was. And then I got this one. This is my first one that was kind of expensive, or it was more expensive than what I had previously on all my rods and reels. And I absolutely love this thing. It's got backbone to it because it is a heavy, and the action, the fast action was really good. So I was able to, I fished a lot of soft plastics with this. I fished a lot of top water with this. I fished swim baits with it. Believe it or not, I just used everything for it. And I felt like it was a really good rod all the way around. These days I throw, you can see here, I still throw some soft plastics on there. But I use it a lot for when I'm throwing like spinner baits and stuff like that, because it's got a good backbone to it. I can really throw a heavy bait out there, or a heavier bait out there. And, overall, I really enjoyed this rod. I still use it to this day. It's always in my boat. I don't use it as often anymore. But overall, it was a really good rod for a beginner. The second rod that I wanted to call out for a bait caster was this Daiwa Laguna. Again, I don't know if they make these anymore. But this one is let me pull this back a little bit. It's a medium heavy, fast. So modern heavy, medium heavy, whatever they call it these days. Fast action. Rated for 1/4 to 1 ounce, 10 to 20 pound line. I love this rod. It's pretty sensitive. As you can see here, I throw, like, I've got a swim jig on here right now. This is kind of like a utilitarian rod for me a little bit. I throw all kinds of different stuff on here. I've got it paired up with a Shimano Corrado. And I throw all kinds of stuff. I used to throw a lot of soft baits with this. I wasn't a huge fan of it with soft baits. It wasn't bad. It did its job, but I literally went from this Daiwa, the heavy, to this Daiwa. It's more sensitive, and there's a little bit less backbone to it. but I just, for some reason, I wasn't the biggest fan with soft plastic with it. I don't know. It was a touch thing. It was a feel thing for me. But I throw all kinds of stuff on it. I typically, I'll typically, the last rod that I'm going to show you, I typically throw all of my soft plastics on it, lipless cranks here and there. Maybe I'll throw some different stuff on there that I probably shouldn't, to be completely honest with you. And I typically have this one rigged up with like my secondary, if I think that, for example, like if I think that there might be a swim jig bite, right, then I'll tie a swim jig on this one and I'll go out there and have a soft plastic or something rigged up on this other rod that I'm about to show y'all. Because as I've said before, I'm a big soft plastic guy. Love soft plastics. But anyway, this is another good rod. I feel like it's overall a pretty good rod for a beginner. This is a 7 foot. You may go, I would suggest probably, I think like a 7.3 to a 7.6 is probably like the best for like, I would say 7.3 honestly is like probably the best for like an all around utilitarian kind of roll. But anyway, moving on. Last rod is my favorite rod by far, the St. Croix Bass. They still make these, I believe. This one's not my oldest one, but love this rod. I love this rod so much that I used one. This is not my first. Yeah, so this is my second Bass X St. Croix rod with these specs. My first one I broke fishing. I was on a fish or whatever, and it broke the end somewhere. I forgot where at or whatever. But I loved it so much I got another one, to be completely honest with you. So this is a 7.2 medium heavy with a moderate action, and this is my soft plastic one. This is the rod that I throw pretty much 90% of my soft plastics on. The sensitivity on it is super great. There's a lot of play, a lot of action in this rod. It doesn't have the backbone of some of the other ones that I've shown you. It probably honestly has the least amount of backbone. But I love it. It's super sensitive, and I can feel when you get to a point in bass fishing where you want to feel the bottom. Like let's say you're trying to drag a worm and you want to, the fish are hugging the bottom, and you want to feel everything that you're touching. You want to feel the grass. You want to feel the rocks. You want to feel if it's muddy, sandy, whatever, hard, right? This is the rod. You can feel everything. You can feel every little stump. You can feel every little lay down. I can't say enough about it. It's super sensitive, and I use it for all of my soft plastics, probably about 90% of them, to be completely honest. I've got it paired up with my Corrado DC. I throw a lot of soft plastics on it. I also will throw some things like a lipless. I've done that before. I've thrown some swim jigs on it before. I've even tried to throw chatterbaits, and I will say that yes, it's a medium heavy, and but it's a moderate action. So the backbone just isn't there, for those. It's not the correct application for it, and it's ultimately not the best way to fish for it. So I've got medium heavy to heavy rod. If you had to choose one as a beginner, I would go with the heavy. I would go with the 7.3 or 7.2 heavy with a fast action. It's got enough backbone that you can throw a bunch of different stuff. You can throw soft plastics, probably has the sensitivity, or enough sensitivity to go throw soft plastics and be effective with it. I know that this one was this Daiwa, if you had to choose one today, or if you're in the market looking for one, I would go with the 7.2 with a 7.2 heavy with the fast action. I just feel like it's overall just a really good rod to throw, and that's what I would go with. So anyway, if you like this video, if you guys want to see more of this, some more reviews, drop a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I just got an order in from Tackle Warehouse. So I went and got a new Shimano SLX and a bunch of different baits. So let me know if you guys want to see something like that. Maybe I'll post that or do a quick video on some of that. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching this.